The more you see, the less you create. My name is Maxwell Kane, and I am a director and DP based out of Boise, Idaho. And for the last 6 months, I've been focused on one singular thing, and that is creativity, the art of creating art. And over those last 6 months, I've learned 3 immensely valuable things that have not only changed me as an artist, but have also helped me find personal success in my own creative work. Number 1 is to create inspiration. And this may sound counterintuitive, but get off of your phone. I promise, the less you see, the more you create. I deleted social media off my phone, and let me tell you, it has been one of the best decisions I could have possibly made. I do want to preface that I have these social media apps on my iPad because I do a lot of messaging on Instagram, and I like to check YouTube for certain videos. But what has no social media really taught me? We don't need it, and we spend so much extra time on literally nothing. The whole reason I bring this up is because I learned one super important thing, and that is the more you see, the less you think. I like to imagine that our brains have a battery level, and when you wake up, it is at 100%, and the more you do and the more you consume, the lower it gets. Well, when you spend a few hours on social media every single day, you are literally force feeding your brain thousands of videos in such a short period of time. It just jams everything up, and I promise I'm not trying to sound cliche or like I have figured everything out now that I don't have social media. But it's true. The minute you stop watching other people's pieces of work, you fiend to create your own. Your brain almost decides that if you aren't going to give it anything to consume, it's going to give you everything to create. And that has honestly been the sole driver for things like this YouTube channel or the commercial work I do. I can do so much more every single day, but now you're probably wondering, how do I find inspiration when I'm supposed to leave all of it behind? And my answer to you is to create it. Think about it like this. If you consumed 100 videos a week, and you dropped it down to 10 videos that pertain to your specific passion, whether that is 10 cinematography videos or 10 painting videos, each one of those is going to have a much greater impact on your work. So instead of trying to take 100 random videos and breaking them down into each section and then filtering out the ones that were just entertainment and then taking the information from the educational ones, just remove all of them that don't directly involve your work. And I don't mean you need to limit yourself in that aspect, but just be conscientious of what you are watching and think about if it's going to actually help you. So by seeing less, you allow yourself to not only create more, but also take the absolute most value you can from the art that you do see. Number 2, why should I create every single day? And there are 3 big reasons why creating something every single day is the absolute best thing you can do. But before I list them, I want to explain what creating really is. Creating isn't making and posting a reel every single day or trying to post a YouTube video every week. It is the act of making anything, even if it never sees the light of day. That could be setting up a scene in your room or writing down ideas or a script for a future video. Anything that has you coming up with something new for yourself. And that brings me back to those 3 points. Get better faster, learn your style faster, and most importantly, force creativity. The first 2 go hand in hand, but there are a few people I know who make things as often as they can, and I've seen their quality of work skyrocket. Like, I'm talking tenfold in such a short amount of time. And they didn't just find these keys to success, but they are walking that line to artistry. And I have a full in-depth breakdown. I'm talking very in-depth on my channel. So go check it out if you are interested in this idea of artistry. But not only are they getting technically better, they are finding themselves in the creative space as well as separating themselves from others. And the last point I mentioned was forcing creativity. Maybe this is just me, but this is like a superpower. Creativity is the number 1 driver for making anything, and it's literally in the name, create. So if there's anything you can do to harness that, why would you not? And by creating every single day, you will run out of ideas within weeks, maybe even days. So this will teach your brain that creativity and inspiration are not something you need to wait for or find, but they are things that you can make from nothing. When you create your own inspiration, it is like an infinite fountain of ideas. Instead of needing to go to other people's work, you can just look into yourself and even look at your own work. And once I learned this, I swear I was in my notes app almost every single day, multiple times, writing down ideas I had for future videos or business endeavors or literally anything that had to do with me creating something. And it almost seems unfair. Like, I get to just think of these ideas whenever I want while other people have to wait and hope to find them. But it isn't unfair. There's a lot more that goes into that. And that leads me to my final point, which is the most important one of all. Number 3, the good and the bad. With every good, there is bad. And with every bad, there is good. And this is something that most of us are aware of, but I feel like a lot of us don't use that. A simple example is when running. When you're running, you're tired and you're in pain and you don't want to be running. That is the bad. And remember, with every bad, there is good. You get faster, you get stronger, and your body becomes more acclimated to running, so you can run harder next time.
6 miles! That shit easy too. That shit gonna be light.
This is the exact same concept for creating. There have been many weeks where I have nothing to film, nothing to post, and absolutely zero ideas. So instead of taking the good, which in this case would be skipping the week to focus on the next video or getting some rest because I have a big day tomorrow and I shouldn't stay up late editing, I choose the bad. I don't leave the office until midnight. I get my video planned and filmed, and then I go home and I stay up late editing and I still don't get it done. So I wake up early the next day and I finish it, because with every bad, there is good. Because I did that, I now get to reap whatever benefits come with creating something. And this can be a multitude of things: opportunities, growth, being proud of yourself. There's literally an infinite amount of good that can come from it. And what happens if the video flops? That just means the good requires a little more bad to even it out. So you do it again the next time and the next time, because even if you think there is no good that will come out of it, you have two options. Number one is you keep paying up and you keep working, or number two is you keep paying up and you keep working. So if I had to choose only 3 things you take from this entire video, they are: create inspiration, force creativity, and create your bad so you can earn your good. Thank you all for watching, and if you have made it this far, please comment, subscribe, and like. I just want to say thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for 2,000 subscribers. It really is absolutely amazing, and I didn't even think I would hit it this year. Honestly, my goal for the entire year was 1,000, so to double that is absolutely insane, and I really owe it all to you guys. So thank you so much, and expect a lot more from me. I'm not done anytime soon, but thank you, seriously. Oh, and yeah, I will see you next Tuesday at 11 a.m. It's hot as hell right now, for real. I cannot believe we hit 2,000. Just like